Hi, I'm Dorothea Jensen, and I'm back to talk a little bit more about my writing and other events in my life. I am about to have a new historical novel for young readers come out, which is entitled A Bus from Lafayette. And in doing this book and writing this book, I did lots and lots of reading about Lafayette and got to feel as if I sort of knew him. So when it was time for me to celebrate a birthday recently, I decided that not only would I spend it in New York City with two of my sisters, but that for the actual birthday dinner, we would go to an 18th century tavern called France's Tavern in Manhattan. And this was the place. This is a very famous place because this is where George Washington bade farewell to all of his senior officers, and apparently there was not a dry eye in the house. But it seemed like an appropriate place for me to celebrate my birthday. So when we got there, we found out that there was actually an exhibit upstairs of items about Lafayette. And so, of course, we had to go up and see it, and we did. There were many things there that had belonged to Lafayette or had been created when Lafayette came back on his farewell tour 50 years after the Revolution. But my favorite thing there was this, which was the battle sash that he wore at the Battle of Brandywine, where he was wounded. It was a wound I believe he was quite proud of, actually. In any case, he had apparently taken the sash off and wrapped it around his leg, which is where he had been shot. And you can still see traces of his blood on this battle sash. Now, it's a little odd that I was smiling at it because it was kind of it was not a happy moment in his life, really, although it really was. But I was just so excited to see it that I could not keep the smile off my face. After that, we came downstairs and went to the little bar in the tavern, and I found something on that menu that I had never had before in my entire life. And this was something that was featured in my first historical novel for kids called The Riddle of Pencroft Farm. In it, the historical boy, Geordie, is always hauling barrels around full of what he calls perry, which is fermented pear cider. And when I went downstairs in France's Tavern and was looking for a little libation, what did I find on the menu but fermented pear cider, which is also called perry. So obviously I had to try it, so I did. In my story, the modern boy, Lars, actually goes to the city tavern and orders perry, and he's pretty excited because he thinks he's going to be served perry even though he's just a kid, but what they bring is something quite different indeed, although it starts the same as perry. So this was a very special birthday, and before I end, I want to tell you which birthday it was. It was a big one. It was my birthday number 70, and 70 is an advanced age in anybody's book. But I was very pleased that I could spend it with some of my favorite family members and also spend it with Lafayette. I will be back soon to talk more about my book, A Bus from Lafayette, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.